Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. Same day, still sipping away on my nice mango pop here in my Aborning koozie. As you can see, I switched spots. I've been kicked out of the living room because the kids got up early from their naps, so parent problems. Hashtag parent problems. So, now I'm here in the bedroom space that I was talking about, behind my electric drum kit. Anyways, got some more questions from my Q&A. And the first question comes from ClassyLonnie Metal. They ask, how many CDs do you own? Well, as you can see behind me, I've got a few towers. They hold about 150 each if they're stocked to the brim. They're not all stocked to the brim, but most of them are pretty close. And then I've got two more over here. So you have 6 here, and I got 2 more here. And then I've got a spinning CD holder thing down on the floor over there that holds about 100. And then I got another kind of shitty CD holder from Walmart that holds another 100 over there. So roughly 1,500 CDs. I didn't go and count every single one of them, but based on the capacity and how many towers I have, roughly 1,500, give or take, probably about 50 or 60. Next, he asks, did you ever have a person early on in life that influenced your musical tastes and love for extreme music? No. I didn't really have anyone in my life that influenced me listening to like extreme music. My parents listened to stuff like Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Alice Cooper, Deep Purple, and the odd like Metallica or something like that, but nothing extreme. Mostly just early kind of metal kind of things. So, no, not really. I mean, even in high school, I was probably one of the only kids, besides a handful of people, that listened to anything that wasn't mainstream music or rap or like alternative punk or grunge. I was one of the only people that were listening to like Korn and Slipknot and Rammstein and Rob Zombie and stuff like that in high school. I got into early Cannibal Corpse by the end of high school and 6 Feet Under. I started collecting the Brave Words and Bloody Knuckles sampler CDs that came with the magazine. And I just kind of slowly started getting into heavier and heavier bands from there. So I just kind of did it on my own, man. Next is Edgardo Fonseca. I apologize if it's not how you pronounce your name, bro. But he asks, have you ever listened to any Spanish metal bands? Now, I will admit, before that question, I wasn't aware of that I listened to any Spanish metal, so I had to go to Metal Archives and type in Spanish metal bands, and I just kind of went through like the 8 or 9 pages they had of like 1,000 or more different bands to see if I actually listened to anything that was from Spain. And I stumbled across a couple things. That being Hemorrhage, a gore grind band that I actually have the Hospital Carnage album from. A brutal death metal band called Carnivorous Voracity. I listened to them quite a bit. I don't actually own anything by them, I don't think. But they're decent. I like their first album. Fetus in Feto. They're good. They came on the Human Abattoir split, which was fantastic. I have it in there somewhere. I don't know if I'm able to pull it out right away, but I have it in the tower behind me with all my slam and stuff. But they're pretty good. I enjoy them. They're from Spain, as well as Human Mincer. They're like another brutal death metal with some slam in it band. Good stuff. And Ragnarok. I didn't know Ragnarok were from Spain, but they're a damn good Spanish black metal band. Very underrated. Go check them out. They got a new album out now called Psychopathology. definitely worth checking out for sure. All right, thank you, Edgardo, for your question. Next up is Psycho. I think Santa is the name, but it's spelled Psyanta. They ask, what are your top 3 favorite black metal bands? At the moment, that would be Satyricon, Take, and Kraft, but that changes from like month to month, so it is what it is. That's my top 3 for now. Next up, PSDI asks, what are your favorite pop songs? Now, I'm pretty sure he was kidding and probably didn't expect me to actually listen to any pop, but just for jokes, I did write down some things that I used to like back in the day, and these are all probably very cringeworthy to anyone watching, but here they are. The Year 3000 by Jonas Brothers. I don't like Jonas Brothers. All the rest of their material is kind of what you'd expect, my opinion would be on it. But the Year 3000, that was good. The guitar riffs were very upbeat. The video for it's ridiculous, but the guitar riffs were good for, you know, pop music or whatever. The song was kind of interesting, talking about going to the year 3000, talking about people living underwater, the band being very arrogant and saying our 7th album has gone platinum, and how their buddy is hitting on their great-great-great-granddaughter. For what it is, it's funny and it's pretty decent. Now, Lindsay Lohan, I liked a couple of her early singles, being Rumors and the song called Magnet. It is what it is, man. I found it enjoyable. The beat's kind of cool. And she used to be hot before she turned into like a crackhead looking thing. Sky Sweetnam's cover of the Little Mermaid's Part of Your World song. It's cool. The video's interesting. I like Sky Sweetnam. She's a very decent, you know, pop artist. I liked her stuff back in the day. Just for something different to listen to that wasn't all like, you know, but it's entertaining. And I like how she does it. It is what it is, man. And she's in a new band now that's fucking awesome called Psycho Sumo. Or Sumo Psycho? Sumo Cycle. And they kind of remind me of a little bit of In This Moment, mixed with a little bit of Butcher Babies, mixed with a little bit of like a Creep Show. So she definitely moved up in this world, music-wise. I also like that fucking Ant Farm song, Calling All the Monsters, I don't know what her goddamn name is, but it's catchy. It reminds me a bit of the Monster Mash, but like a more poppy kind of modern version of it. Yeah. I also like Selena Gomez's song called Make It Happen. It's just kind of like this quick little performance piece they did on Wizards of Waverly. Having kids, you watch silly shows, what can I say? But yeah, go check it out. Make It Happen from Selena Gomez. It's poppy and kind of neat. Be like, kind of like a happy pop version of like a Black Sabbath song. I know, it's weird. And finally, Papa Don't Preach. Madonna cover by Kelly Osbourne. For whatever reason back in the day, used to think Kelly Osbourne was attractive. Now she just kind of looks like a fucking butch feminist type of chick. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm done with this question. Next, Cockney Slag Slasher asks, the absolute worst metal band you could ever think of. Steel Panther. What the fuck? Okay, that is literally the worst metal band I could ever think of. Who thought it would be a great idea to bring glam metal back? Nobody! What are you doing? Second, he asks, what are the worst films you have ever seen? besides like the really really shitty low budget B movie horror movies, or indie movies, probably The Witch that just came out. That was the most boring horror movie I've ever seen, and the language is just awful English. I get that it's supposed to be like old times English. I don't feel like trying to interpret whatever you're saying. I don't feel like missing half the conversation because I don't know what the fuck you're saying. The plot was just, yeah, okay, some witch in the woods has a coven and she like steals babies and eats them, and this fucking, a spoiler alert by the way, but this goat is possessed by the devil or is somehow actually the devil himself. It was dumb. It was so dumb. It was boring as fuck. The father and the mother in there were the most stupid, bigoted, religious nuts I've ever seen in my life, and they could just go fuck themselves. So yeah, fuck The Witch. That movie was awful. Next, The Strangers. Oh my god. That movie sucked assholes. And apparently they're coming out with a sequel to The Strangers. Why? So I could sit through another 2 hours of the most boring, like, suspenseful slasher kind of film? No thanks. I'm gonna skip the pass button on that one. So yeah, fuck The Witch and fuck The Strangers. They're awful. Number 3, the worst live show you have ever been to. Well, probably the free treble charger show I saw back in grade 9 or 10. Why did I go? Because it was free. And yeah, just awful. Treble charger is terrible. They're just awful pop music. And the opening bands, they were probably way better. I don't remember what they sounded like. Clearly forgettable, but yeah, not even worth it. Not even worth going there for free. Worst black metal band you can think of. Deaf Heaven. Sorry. Your bright, shiny, boring guitar riffs do nothing for me. I already have a video of the 5 black metal bands I can't stand. They're just terrible. Deaf Heaven are just awful. Number 5, worst death metal band you can think of. Cannibal Corpse. So over Cannibal Corpse. The guitarist is talented. The drummer is talented. The bass player is talented. I will not deny that. George Fisher, once again, he's a one-trick pony. Maybe a two-trick pony if you count the growl, growl, growl scream thing he does. Fuck off, Cannibal Corpse. And that's it. Ending on an awesome note there. Saying fuck off to a bunch of things. It's perfect for the Black Metal Rebellion. So that's my last video for today. Thanks for watching. I hope I answered all the questions favorably and satisfactory, and hope you enjoyed the answers. Got a few more to do. I've still got like a page and a half worth of questions to do, so probably another 3 videos to come. Thanks for watching. Stay sick.